Kevin Abstract's Arizona Baby, his second album, follow up to, I guess not really follow up, but second album after American Boyfriend, came out 2016. Obviously, we talked about Brockhampton last year with Iridescence, and Kevin is the leader of Brockhampton. I mean, we talked about the EP too that came out, a couple of songs off that, and they dropped three more songs, and then we got the full thing. I don't know if I want to spoil too much, but I really really like this album. I probably have listened to it like three or four times just since it
Ooh.
dropped on Friday. It's once it ends, I just really want to run it back. So before we get too far into it, how did you feel about Arizona Baby? Just like your general thoughts.
Yeah, so I really liked it. I think it's a really it kind of my thoughts when we talked about the first three tracks, and we thought this was a series of EPs and not just a rapid fire single of sorts up to the album. I think Arizona Baby is a great showcase for Kevin Abstract's talent as a solo, as an artist in general, and kind of why he's an impressive and should be well followed face for the alternative, not super mainstream side of rap today. And he also incorporates a lot of other genres, and I think you get a lot of that on this album. So it kind of follows the lineage of American Boyfriend, I guess you could say. And Kevin kind of plays like as a side character on the Brockhampton albums more likely than not, or what do you expect when there's that many members?
Mm-hmm.
But him having this come out post all the Brockhampton stuff, post Iridescence as well, I think really shows that he still knows exactly what he's about, and it's really exciting. But what'd you like about it so much? I mean, we got Jack Antonoff helping out with this album. Like
Not only helping
there's some
out,
push on this from RCA.
yeah, not only helping out, but producing the whole thing. And I think his touch is actually felt throughout because when I was thinking back to it, I was like, what does this album remind me of? And it reminds me of Lorde, actually, her last album, Melodrama, which not necessarily in terms of like content, because obviously they're completely different people talking about completely different things. Um, some similarities, but not much. I think just the way that it's structured, where some songs really flow together very well and feel very cohesive, almost like two parts of one whole, and then it can kind of cut, and it's then something totally different. You mentioned he pulls from a lot of genres. I would almost call this like a genreless album because I don't think that this really fits into like hip hop or rap straight. Um, like American Problem almost sounds kind of like show tuny and in like the beginning of it, and then it kind
Mm-hmm.
of gets into like a more classic hip hop sound by the end. But like he just pulls from so many different areas and puts so many different sounds into this that on top of talking about some real shit, like talking about his experience as a gay man in America,
In the
about
South specifically.
yeah, and about yeah, like Peach and Georgia are two specific songs to that. And then just talking about like wanting to be famous, wanting to be this like hip hop star, and everything that comes from that, and not trying not to lose himself. I thought there's just a lot of meaning behind this, and it felt very true to who it seems like he is as a person. I thought that shone through really well, and I think Antonoff really brought out the best of him. That's what I liked most about it, and just the overall like. There's not really a bad song on here. Like I didn't find myself really skipping over much. I came back to a couple more than others, but did you like this album as much as I did?
I guess not. The Ghetto Baby songs, which was the second group of three tracks he released
Mm-hmm.
last or 2 weeks ago now. Corpus Christi, Baby Boy, and Mississippi. I didn't revisit those as much going leading up to the full release. Despite the fact that I think Baby Boy is a really well made song. Ryan Beatty on that hook. That was a snippet that was famous on the Brockhampton YouTube channel, and people were wondering if we were ever going to get that in a full song. Sure enough, we did. They kind of pushed for that video to get viral and made the YouTube trending chart that day. But some of the when he goes like honestly like when he goes just kind of more pop, more R&B. I don't know if it stands out quite as much to me, but the songs are still really well made, so it's really hard to take much away from them. But once he released the last few joints, and again we talked a lot about Big Wheels, Joyride, and Georgia on the EP review, so
Mm-hmm.
check that out for more of our thoughts on those songs. But once he got to these other songs, I heard Peach, was the lead up
Yeah.
for the last bunch, and I was like, not Big Wheels, that's for sure. But man, this song is really, really impressive. And he
Mhm.
tweeted about wanting to get Dominic Fike on this album in some way. And sure enough, he did. And Dominic Fike, if you don't know, is really blowing up right now. His song Three Nights, which blew up on Beats One last year. That song's what, hundreds of millions on Spotify already. He had label bidding war. He's going to be a huge star. And having him on that hook, I think is actually a really awesome look. But also, we get Bareface and Joba from Brockhampton
Yep.
into the back half of that song. I think that song rules. And
Hmm.
then, as you mentioned, having him once again dive into his personal struggles or journey, uh, growing up in life, literally speaking, on Use Me, American Problem, all those songs. There's a lot here, man. It's really great. So yeah, I really like it. And I'm just really happy he's getting a lot of love because I really want Kevin to keep this going because I think he's just a really impressive and unique artist.
I agree with pretty much everything you said. I think kind of where I'm going with this might be my album of the year at the moment.
Oh,
I mean, I'm guessing that'll probably be dethroned just next week because I'm really enjoying these Vampire Weekend singles that have come out.
ooh.
But we definitely have gotten some really good music this year. And we've reviewed a lot of it. So again, go back to our YouTube page. You can find all of our breakouts there, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it.